This week in Race A, we do a Moses maneuver. Race B sees us meet Barry R in a very hard way. And in Race C, is this an attempted murder? Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gran Turismo Weekly Race Guide here in 2022. It's week 39 and I'm sounding probably a little bit better than I did last week. Trust me, I'm amazed there was even a video last week. I had to go to bed 3 times during editing. I was that ill, but I am a little bit better now. It was the dreaded COVID as well. Oh my word. I'll go through it in a proper live stream and talk to you about my symptoms and stuff, but we're not here for that now. We're here for the racing. And in the background, you can see we're at Lego Maggiore Centre in the Honda Beat. Wow, what a car. Well, it's a bit of a weird car, to be honest with you. Let's have a look at the race details, first of all. We're racing 5 laps here at Lego Maggiore Centre. It's a good start with the false start check. Comfort soft tyres, time to fuel and tyre wear. And as I say, we're in the Honda Beat in the low-speed bop. So no tuning this week. Now, if there's a particular race you want to check out rather than just race A, there are timestamps in the background for you. Feel free to advance to that race that you want to check out and see what it's all about. However, if you're watching the full thing, let's jump straight into the race then, because this one has an absolute massive takeout. Let's see what happens here at Lego Maggiore. We are then at the start, of course, all of us in Honda Beat. Only 11 cars for this one. And remember, there is a full start check. So I hold the handbrake. That's the best way. I put traction control on just in case. You know, this has got unlimited horsepower, this car, apparently. But you do not need traction control, as you can see there. But we do get a really good start, to be fair. That's why I hold the handbrake, because it's just a literally release and go, rather than holding the brake or anything like that, which is a bit more judgmental. So we do gain a fair few positions there. I think it's 2 we've gained. We're actually on the inside of Biolo Man, the French driver. In towards this left we go, and a bit of clean racing there between us. Apologies if I coughed during this, as we go round the outside then and looking to maintain as much speed as possible. That's the trick with this car. It's about maintaining speed. Every mile an hour you can maintain higher, the much quicker your lap will be, as we're looking to do a bit of a Moses maneuver here, down in the middle of 2 drivers, up into P4, and then we've got Coco up ahead. Now, we did try and look at the inside, not going to quite work out, so a bump draft instead as we head towards the last corner then. But what a move that was, eh? Down the middle between Joe and Scrupp, and we made it work. Happy days. Now Coco down the inside then smashes into Lanny there and continues on through. Now we maintain a bit of speed here, so we're going to have a bit of an advantage on both drivers. Coco comes across. I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and risk this and go really close to the barrier, and indeed it works out very nicely. This car tiny enough that we can fit down that inside, technically outside actually, as we head towards turn 1 then. I'm up into P2. Look at this, P2 by lap 2. Happy days. We don't do that very often. And we can see P1 in the distance. Is this going to be a victory? Well, we're coming to here and we go a little bit deep and the rear decides to step out and we try and catch it and we end up all over the place. So no, it's not going to be a victory at the moment. We're actually going to go all the way to the back of the grid. Yeah, kind of frustrating, but hey, let's do a last to first challenge twice in a race rather than just doing it once, because, yeah, why be boring, eh? So you can see the final car about to come past us here, which is zoning 71, and yeah, we're back at the back. Not happy days. Right, here we go then. Back in the action then. We've got a Honda Beat up at... Well, they're all Honda Beats. Take your weapon. Right, we've got a yellow one and one with a spoiler on. How about that one then? And so we're going to go towards the left-hand side. Once again, I'm going to try around the outside. Whoa! Where did they come from? My word! I mean, they didn't hit me, but they saved it, didn't they? As we go through this right-hander then, you can see oversteer there. That's what you're trying to avoid. That's what I should have avoided on the previous lap. But you can see the advantage we get there. Look at the amount of speed we have on all these cars just by maintaining that extra bit of speed as we go down the inside of Biolo Man. I'm actually going to go into a lap guide as well. Let me explain how you do this Lego Maggiore Centre lap in this Honda Beat then. So get towards the right-hand side, and you can see here we have these markers. You got the flag indicator, or it just says Lego Maggiore on it. I'm not sure what it's meant to say. But basically, you're braking at just before that point. Third gear, the rear will want to oversteer, so just be careful, be on that throttle a little bit. Get towards the left as much as you can, dab the brake, chuck it into the right, and maintain 40 miles an hour if you can, because you will maintain a lot more speed than everybody else if you do maintain 40 miles an hour. As you see, we've got on the inside of Scrupp already. We've got Billy Ray there going towards the left-hand side, so we're going to get on the inside of them. And then we've got Roxanne Oh, God, that's an old song, isn't it? Roxanne! I can't remember the rest of the songs, but it's red lights. Anyway, oh, no, there's a spin behind. That's somebody gone. I mean, that was Billy Ray, maybe. I'm not too sure. No, it's Scrupp. Scrupp's gone there. And we're up into P5. So heading towards this last corner then. The 50-meter board is your brake mark here. Don't go too deep like I did last time. I tried to brake where the Marshall box was, which is why I, nearly lost it on lap 2. Even so, don't do that. 50-meter board here. Third gear. Keep it in third gear. Maintain that speed well above 40. Look at that. It dropped to 42 briefly, but mainly 43 miles an hour. And you can see the advantage we have here on Lan and Coco. They're still fighting it out here. We're going to go towards the left-hand side then. Go for a 2-for-1 move. A buy one, get one free. A bug-off offer. How about that? We're into P3 then. And there is the fastest lap of the race as well. Happy days. It's why I did the lap guide on that lap, believe it or not. Coming into here then, Coco turns into me for reasons I can't comprehend. However, we're still in P3 and we're going to have a big race with Joe here then. It's not Joe McCauley, thankfully. Otherwise, we'll be getting called an onion licker and everything else in between. Anyway, we're right behind Joe then. Joe goes defensive. We head towards that left-hand side then as we head towards the final corner. Remember, the 50-meter board is your brake marker here. In we go. And I'm trying to maintain speed around the outside as an advantage. But we get absolutely pile drive there by Coco for reasons I'm not aware of. We'll have a look at the bloopers for that one. But, yeah, what a moron for doing that. That's all I can say. And actually leaves as well on the last lap. I mean, I don't know why. It is no DRSR, but hey, whatever. Who cares? We're going to head towards the line all the same, and we're actually going to come in P... Of course it is. P6. We get wiped out, and we finish in P6. Of course. But you can see we had a lot of speed there, and hopefully that lap guide does help you with the Honda Beat race. That is it for race A. Let's head to race B, where it gets a little bit more carnagey. Welcome to Italy then, and we're specifically... No, we're still in Italy, actually, because Lego Maggiore was in Italy. It's an all-Italian affair at the moment. We're in Sardegna then for this one. This is Road Track C, but we're doing it in reverse, which makes it a bit more dangerous if you remember what this layout is all about. If you don't, you're about to find out very soon. Let's have a look at the race details then. Racing 8 laps here at Road Track C in reverse. It's a rolling start. We're on racing hard tyres, which I'm not a fan of. Times 1 fuel, times 1 tyre wear, and we're in Group 3 at this circuit. It's a very short circuit, under a 1-minute lap. That's how short it actually is. It's also quite tight, and the dirty air does impact you quite a little bit. Now, I chose the Porsche 911 RSR, mainly because it was top of the leaderboards when I jumped in. However, because it's such a short lap, you probably can use any car here, really, and have a bit of fun and have a bit of a race. I say a bit of a race because I did say it's carnagey. This is definitely carnagey. There's no doubt about it. You will see that as we jump to the race right about now. Here we are then at the start. So you see Supras in here, FT1s. We've got a Mercedes AMG in here as well. Mixture of all sorts of cars. I'll say maybe choose what you like there. Oh, we got a Z4 going slow there. The teacher not really teaching very well. Or maybe they are teaching and they didn't realize they'd entered the race. Who knows? Right, we're going to head towards turn 1 then. Quite a dangerous corner this. As you can see up ahead, everyone is side by side. I tend towards, or go towards the inside there for the first time. Just to be a bit safe if anyone hits me up the old trumpet there, the rear of the car. Right, coming through here, this is where it gets dangerous because of dirty air. Dirty air significant, of course, in Group 3 and above. Coming through here, Sergio understeers. I go into the back of Sergio. I try to avoid them, and then I end up meeting Barrier. Of course I do. Of course it's me that ends up meeting Barrier. Anyway, we have a bit of a race here with Lan Mirsev. Again, we saw them in race A, actually, but we did race B first. So they're in the Subaru. We're going to go down the inside then, heading towards turn 1. In fact, they're going to brake really early here and just bail out of it completely. And we look to get the car stopped, which we do. There was a yellow flag around here. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe they've just left. I'm not too sure. We're down to 13 cars already. What is going on? Right, Sergio up ahead has a penalty. I don't know if that was from me or not. Apologies if it was, but I couldn't really avoid you. You literally understeered into barrier and bounced straight back out. Oh, we've got another crash up ahead, as we see. I think that was a Porsche off, and we've got a Supra up ahead. Trying to get back. Oh, it's a Barrier. Look at that. Hello, Barrier. It's nice to meet you there as we cross the line and get a fastest lap there. Happy days. Lap number 4 then, and a lap guide time. So I've highlighted the ambulance and the billboard here, okay? The billboards are there in qualifying. The ambulance is not. But you want to brake where the ambulance is. So in qualifying, just brake before the billboards, okay? That's all you've got to do, and you should be fine. Otherwise, just brake at the ambulance, and you're fine. Going through here, just be careful of oversteer as you accelerate. It's very easy to do that because we're on racing hard tyres, which are not grippy in the slightest. And then we're going to head up the hill. Be careful of understeer here. Be careful of that barrier on the left. You can do this flat, although I would advise a slight lift just to be safe. And as you come up to here, it's basically where the curb starts on the left-hand side. However, you may just want to use the curb as it meets the track. You're braking just before that. And I dropped 2 gears in the Porsche. Do not go over the curb on the right-hand side. And be careful of the gravel on the left as you go through that corner. Right, as you head over here then, you are going to want to start slowing the car down. So you will begin to lift a little bit here, tap the brake, get to the left, and then a hard brake in here at the end of the curb on the left-hand side. Real hard braking. It's very easy to understeer off here because you're on racing hard tyres and being too aggressive. Clip the curb on the inside if you can. Accelerate through the corner. Be careful of oversteer and continue on through the corner. And that is that in a nutshell. That was nice and easy, wasn't it? We're going to head towards the line then. We're going to get involved in the racing action up in the distance as we get a faster lap. We get 52.2. We're getting towards the time trial times as we head into this braking zone then. Oh, Tomac just hit Dav there. We know Dav is a clean racer as well. Sorry to see that, Dav. Shout out to you all the same. But we're up into P8 then. So we're not doing too bad after that earlier incident. Still a few laps to go here. As you can see, I'm lifting a lot here because of that dirty air. Tomac goes into barrier, goes towards the right-hand side. And a lot of people meeting their end in this race. And we've got the Belgian driver up ahead, Jeremy, who takes their penalty. So that's another position for us. We're in the cursed position once again as we advance to lap 7 then. And coming towards this braking zone. That's how you do that corner properly then. I didn't fully show that on the lap guide. Oh, hello. Somebody else round they went. That was Marcus. Now we've got a race against Mimisiku, the Spaniard in the Corvette. So we've got a good run on the Corvette, actually. Down the inside we go, then head towards turbo. Remember, brake before the billboards on the left-hand side. That is what we do here. We're side by side as we leave this corner then. Just leave enough of a Corvette side space. Oh, they get oversteered. That's the oversteer you got to be careful of, folks. As you accelerate, racing hard tyres are very, very, very slippy. So up the left and into those the right. See a slight lift there just to be safe. It is worthwhile doing, trust me. You don't want to crash here. Speaking of the crashing, the car off. Is that car? We'll call him car off because apparently he's off. Loses it there. We're up into the podium position. After the start of the race, we're up into a podium positions. We'll take those every day of the week. Happy days indeed. P3 there for us in this race. And as you see, a lot of carnage. Lots of people meeting their ends there. Lots of crashing. Very easy to do with the dirty air as well. Just be careful. Really, really, really be careful because you can end up anywhere in this race. You really can. But pick a car you want to enjoy. I saw a Lamborghini up there in time trial boards as well. But that is it for this race. Let's head to race C. This time we are leaving Italy. We're heading to Japan then for this one. We're heading to Kyoto Park, specifically Yamagiwa in reverse, which does mean a very deadly chicane. It's always been deadly this in reverse because of the way you leave the corner. It's an interesting corner to try and get right, and it's a hard one to get right as well. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in the race. What are the details, you ask? Well, we're racing 12 laps here at Yamagiwa in reverse. It's a rolling start. You can choose any tyre you like. Soft, medium, hard, wets if you really want to. Who knows? Who cares? Just pick the best tyre you see fit because strategy does play a little bit of a part. Times 1 fuel and times 3 tyre wear. I'm in Group 2 with the medium speed bop. Now, Group 2 means GT500s, which means that the Nissan GTR is probably dominant. In fact, it was dominant on the leaderboards. As I say, you can pick all sorts of strategies here. The 2 that are the main ones are going to be medium no stop or soft 1 stop. Okay, they're your 2 choices. Let's jump to a race then. Let's have a look exactly which strategy I choose and what other people decided to choose. Here we are at the start then. We've got a Lexus in P3 there. We've got a Honda in P. What my word, that is brave in the Honda there, Jeff. Right, here we go then. Don't actually start on the straight because I have no idea sometimes with these rolling starts. I really don't. But even so, we're going to advance a bit further and get into the racing action very quickly. Up ahead, we have Evil Knievel, who goes on the left-hand side of... Who's that? Tobino. And then absolutely wipes him out for... I do not even know why. Oh, TCR Jammy! If you do want to join TCR, check out the description. But Jammy there losing the car, I believe, due to cold tyres. Sorry to see that, Jammy. So coming into here then... we're just getting this corner all sorts of wrong. Remember, we do jump into this on the fly. However, somebody else gets it even more wrong than me. It's Rox there. Hopefully they've not hit a stone or anything or brought any onto this. That was a terrible joke. I'm not even going to go there. That was a terrible joke. Oh, somebody into barrier around the outside of Grove Street here. We're making loads of moves and Consta in the distance there with a 4-second penalty. Consta, what you doing? You're really doing R4M proud there. With that 4-second penalty, my word, over a bit of a wiggle, I give Consta a flash just to be like, hello! And I'm looking down the inside here. Now, I think Consta's on the medium tyre, but we'll find out later on, because I wasn't expecting Consta to give that up so easily, but hey, V8 for the win. Happy days. We've not done too bad on the first lap. We advance further on. We don't go further up. We've got Scrup up ahead here then. With a massive wang on that. Just look at the size of it. It's huge. Wangs for everybody apparently on that thing. Gonna have to have a picnic on it. Right, in towards this right-hander we go. I tried around the outside. That's not going to work out here. Coming back towards the Scrup here. Actually, oh no, it is going to work. We get a better momentum out the corner. Happy days. That's us into P7. And Grove Street looking to follow suit behind as well. So Consta dropping back due to that penalty, of course. In towards this left we go then and continue on out. Be careful of that left, honestly. The car likes to oversteer quite a lot. Power oversteer. Who's that heading towards Barrier? That's Rostifer up in the distance. As we're purple once again. Here we go. Let's attack Jeff's lap here. So through the left we go. And oh, where's Rostifer going? I have no idea. In towards this right we go. Oh, look at this. Round the outside. Hello, around the outside. Happy days. We'll take that. Rostifer's off again and heading towards Barrier. In fact, they actually decided to leave after that one. Which is left then the right through we go. And the dangerous corner catches somebody else out. That's Danny GT. Gone to the realms there. That's another position for us. It's lap number 6 here. Again, I'm trying to get this corner right. I'm getting a bit better. Oh, onto the grass we go. Not as much as Dries does. That's going to give Grove Street a good run behind. I'll be keeping up, but having problems with that dirty air, which is very significant in Group 2. So we get the position from Dries. We'll have a look at Grove Street go down the inside. Beautiful move there from Grove Street. We actually gain nothing. Absolutely nothing from that move because Grove Street just took it away from us there. But well played with that move. It's all good. As we continue through here. Now, we should be coming in the pits this lap because it's lap number 6. We're on the soft, if you haven't already noticed. You can't do 12 laps on the soft, well, not in this car at least. And you see Jeff is in the pits. I head towards the right side, but then I'm like, oh, he's at the pit lane. And then realise it's not the pit line. And then it's a bit late. So I actually do an extra lap when I didn't really want to be honest with you. But hey, there we go. Into the pits we go then. We pick softs again because there's no tyre requirement at all. And as we leave that, with 17 seconds-ish to pit stop. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's what you're going to lose out on a little bit. It's actually a bit less, actually. I think it might be actually 16 or 15. But I'm not too sure. Very hard to do when the leaders comes in at the same time as you. Eiffelman goes deep here. So we get on the inside of Eiffelman. That is another position. P4 for us. And we've got Consta in the distance, who is on the medium tyres. He's the one person who hasn't stopped up ahead. So can we catch Consta by the end of the race? Who knows? Squint down here then. I see Eiffelman catching us back up in that slipstream. So I go defensive. And keep it on the inside line here. Just going to have to slow it down a little bit more. We get punted from the rear and pushed out wide. And then hit on the rear as well because apparently that is clean driving by Eiffelman. I was not very happy. I was flashing all the time I was behind them because that was very bad driving. Let's put it that way. And they didn't even apologise for it either. It's bad driving, honestly. It's yeah. There's nothing more to say, really. You know, you at least just give it back because you've just absolutely whacked them one. Lucky to save the car, to be honest with you. It's going through here. They get it all sorts of wrong through there, and we're looking again. We're still flashing here, so they're obviously going to be a little bit scared. As you see, they go defensive, but I'm not a dirty driver. I don't ram back because I'm not a moron. So we continue on out of that corner, and I'm just looking for a place to overtake. Not the place to overtake this chicane, really. I'm going to back completely out of this because I'm like, oh wait, this ain't going to work. Not going to work in the slightest, and that does mean we're going to suffer with dirty air in the following laps. It is very difficult to overtake in this combo. Right, turn at 1. There is a big open black mark there, or it's a space. I'm not too sure what it is. That's your brake marker for turn 1, so just use it. And just be careful on exits. So you're going to go out wide. You want a later apex if you can. I don't hit an apex because why hit an apex when you don't need to? But be careful to oversteer on that corner. Heading towards this corner. Very easy corner to get wrong and go too aggressive. Brake earlier here, so 50 meters or earlier for this corner. You want to clip the inside. Be careful because these curbs do unsettle the car, as does that one. If you hit it as well, just be careful. Heading up to the top of the hill then. This start of the curb, just after the start of the curb, in fact, is your brake marker. And again, you want to brake quite deep. Try and V-shape it a little bit and get pointed and squared straight out. Because if you take a very tight line, you're just going to understeer wide and you're not really going to get the power down. And it's a bit horrendous, really. So we leave that corner and head down the hill towards the chicane then. Very hard corner to get right this. Very, very, very hard corner. But you're looking for that yellow and silver transition on the barrier, okay? You want to brake earlier than you think here. Brake earlier. You want to straight line it as much as you can. So that is basically where you start to straight line it. Straight line, get on the left, and then be very aggressive on the right-hander here. Be careful of running about running too wide there, because if your tyres touch the grass, you're going to head towards barrier on the right-hand side. We're sitting out with a number of cars in this race already. Just a slight lift here in Group 2, and then you can just flat the rest of it. We're even in dirty air and managing to do that. That is how fast that corner actually is. Same for the S's here. These are all flat. Even in dirty air, they are flat. So going through here, it's a right and then the left. Do not have to lift. Easy mode there. Head towards the left-hand side. The 15-meter board is your brake marker, and then you want to chuck it in and slowly bring the car down. It's not a case of hammering hard on the brakes. You kind of want to slow the car all the way down towards the apex. You can see that here. Down towards around 120 miles an hour is what you want. And when you see those trees there, when they appear on your screen, foot to the floor. That will really give you a good accelerating marker for this corner. Foot to the floor, off you go, and look how much you can make that nice and easy. And we're still in the slipstream. That's going to be our fastest lap. A little fastest lap in the race. Grove Street has that brilliant lap there. 121.9. You can see we do catch up to Consta. I think without Eiffelman trying to take us out and send us to the realms, I think we would have had Consta and it would have been another podium position. Unfortunately, it's not the case. And you see the dirty air having an impact at the end there. So Consta did well. Remember, had the 4-second penalty. So it does come home just what would have been probably 3 seconds off the lead or so. So you can see how multiple strategies can work here in Daily Race C. That is it for Daily Race C. However, we're going to have a look at some of the bloopers because we have the takeout. We have the takeout in this race as well. A couple of takeouts in this race, actually. Let's jump to them now. All right, here we go. First blooper then is Coco and what actually happened here. So they decided not to brake. Full throttle straight into me. That's a purposeful takeout. No idea why, Coco, but all I can say is you're a moron. That's all I have to say, really. And then you leave the end. I don't even get the leaving at the end. What's the point of that other than wasting people's time? I have no idea. But anyway, here we go. Race B. Then we've got a few in here. So we've got Sergio. So Sergio just understeered. And I went off to Barrier at that point because they hit Barrier. Everyone's visiting Barrier. And Barrier's even in the race. But 3-second penalty then. So Sergio did get a big penalty for that, which is unfortunate. I don't think that's deserved in the slightest. Right, we're on board with Andreas now, who comes into here. Oh, come on. Daff was absolutely destroyed in this race. That wasn't even the same incident we saw. But, oh, they lose the race. Oh, they get a 5-second penalty for that. Well played at PD with that penalty. Right, now we've got Clumsy and Barry R. So, well, is this going to get clumsy? It is indeed. So, Barry R meets Barry R. And it all gets a bit clumsy. There you go, all in one go. But they did try and avoid them, to be fair. They were hard on their brakes. They couldn't really do much. They were just on a journey at that point, weren't they? An absolute journey. Right, race C then. Evil Knievel. Why did they... I don't understand why they went for the takeout here. So, they went towards the left. Now, Tapino didn't see them there. That's quite clear. And then they just released the brakes and purposely take them out for no reason. Stupid, Evil Knievel. Stupid. There's no point doing that at all. And then we got Eiffelman here. So, in towards... I'm assuming they're near Nürburgring somewhere. So they just accelerate into me, just push me out wide, and then, yeah, clip my left rear, and that is the end of that. Not even what has on to apologise, so another stupid move there by somebody else. Yeah, not the greatest this week, but in terms of racing, my word, you've got a bit of carnage there. We've seen quite a few takeouts this week. But that is it for the weekly race guide. I do hope you enjoyed it. Apologies if my voice is a bit hard to understand due to illness. I can't help that. But there are 2 videos there if you want to check them out. My logo is there if you want to subscribe. Do give it a like on the way out. It helps out the channel, costs you nothing, and helps out massively. That is it. Enjoy the week of racing. I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.